House. Today is a very, very special day, and I'm honoured to actually be here. It's obviously Christmas Day, and as you will see around the table, we're gathered among 36 very special friends who's joining us here for dinner. And it's the Crossfire Trust is what I'm speaking about. And I'm joined here by Ian Bothwell and his wife Pauline, and on camera is actually his daughter Megan, and Justin's down there at the end, all serving up some fantastic food here today, and very well done. Ian, thanks very much for speaking to me. And first of all, can you tell us a little bit about how the Trust got started, how it's actually funded, and the facilities that you offer within the compound?
Crossfire Trust started about 34 years ago as a result of a television programme that showed devastation and violence and emptiness and people without hope. So my response was to remind the people that there was a God who hadn't forsaken them, and to build upon that over the many years. And we started at Darkley House because I took young people away to Newcastle, and there they relaxed away from the helicopters and army presence. And I had a dream of having a house in which the river of God's love could flow to cleanse the heart of pain and bitterness. And here we have Darkley House, which has 16 beds, 10 inside Darkley House and 6 apartments for independent living. And they really do give a lifeline to people who may need a bed for the night or the month or the year. And we're in this together.
And how do people find out about the facilities here, Ian?
Sometimes through TSNI, courts, social workers, Simon Community, other hostels, or charity shops. We make contact with people through on the street reach through the Megmobile, and people are generally in South Armagh aware that this facility exists, but we do need other people to tell their neighbours and friends that there is a bed and there is hope and there is love, there is care, there is hope and a dream here, because we want South Armagh to move forward from the difficult days of the past into the bright future that God would have for it.
And you spoke earlier, Ian, which I found very interesting, that when people actually come here, you help to rehabilitate them. They can have a 10-week stay here with you, and tell us a little bit more about that.
The idea that people can stay for 10 weeks in Darkley House, that model seems to work. And over the 10 weeks they can save £20 a week towards a deposit for independent living, where they can get a key for their own wee place, and that's very important for people to be able to make their own decisions. But we don't want to rush that, because some people find it difficult to pay their bills and to manage everything. Life can be very stressful. So we can help people with our community support and laundrette and charity shop and U2U. We can help people get the steps and break the cycle of reoffending and always being caught in poverty, caught unemployed with no skill. We can develop skill through volunteering, and we can give people the opportunity to meet their neighbour and to relax and grow together as people.
Very good. And you mentioned just something there very interesting, U2U. Can you just expand on that a little bit?
Well, it's furniture that comes from the wider public that we collect, and sometimes it is delivered here, and we touch it up and improve it so it's new to the people, and people are looking single, double, king-size beds, duvets, blankets, everything from underwear to overcoats, and we can make a good use of what we get donated. So it is it's a practical support.
Very good. And I'm sure, Ian, you couldn't do this without the support of your good wife Pauline and Megan and your son down there, Justin, as well. So,
absolutely.
I mean, Pauline, what do you make of all this?
It's all good fun, I can tell you. It's all good fun.
It's all good fun,
yeah.
And yet challenging, I'm sure.
It's challenging, yes. I mean, sometimes we're helping people and they actually maybe can't cope with what we're offering, so that's always difficult. But if people walk with us, then it's easier for everybody.
Okay. Well, listen, all I can say to the viewers of this is, listen, I would urge you to actually support this initiative. If you have unwanted items at home, if you have clothes or shoes or whatever it may be, please remember to bring them along here to the shop here, because you are getting value here for money, because you can see what it's doing. You see these people around the table here today. This is 36 faces smiling this after having a fantastic dinner. To all of the volunteers that came here, and I believe we're peeling potatoes from 10 o'clock yesterday morning to 3 in the afternoon. It couldn't happen without them, so a big thank you to everybody that's involved, and I think the